Hello everybody, it's Lucas here and I'm back with a brand new quick play video, and once again I'm delving into the shadowy world of Double Dragon 2 from the Nintendo Game Boy with the intention of actually completing it this time. I have beaten this before. I actually beat it last Saturday, and it's one of those occasions where I thought, should I record it, should I not, and I didn't record it because I didn't think I would be able to do it. Now in hindsight, which is a wonderful thing, it's not all that difficult, but you can get kind of flustered with the controls. Plus it's always a good excuse to play this game again. So yeah, we'll see if I can actually beat this today. Before I start, I just want to say, if you're new to Swaggerbond and like what you see, what on earth you're waiting for, hit that red subscribe button now. Hit that bell notification icon also, that way you'll be instantly subscribed to Swaggerbond, and you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new retro gaming video, meaning you won't miss a thing. If you are enjoying this video, don't forget to drop me a like on it. It really helps out the channel. Comment on this video, let me know if you played Double Dragon 2 before, your memories of this awesome series, your favourite game in the series, and do you think it needs a reboot? I mean, I know they've done a modern game for it, which looks pretty cool, but do you think there should be more games in the series? I certainly think so, because after the abysmal Double Dragon 3, the series kind of went downhill, and then of course there was Double Dragon 4, is it 4? The Shadow Falls, and that was absolutely awful. But I do believe there's a decent beat 'em up on the Super Nintendo. I think it's called Super Double Dragon. Very original title, but apparently that's very good, so I might check that out at some point. So yeah, I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to share this video around with everybody that you know, anybody you think might be interested in this type of retro content. It really helps with YouTube's algorithm. It allows my channel to grow, and it means more blokes and birds across the land will be able to find and access my content consistently and easier. And finally, you can follow my social media. There will be the links in this video description. So let's get started, guys. You know the drill. It's Double Dragon. Let's get on with it. Let's do it. So yeah, the story is basically Jimmy and Billy Lee. They join this new karate dojo called the Scorpions, and they're betrayed by one of the men there called Anderson, who's jealous of Billy, and he frames Billy for a crime he did not commit. And so they have to hide in the Los Angeles underground. Sorry, that's the plot of the A-Team. Basically, Billy's got to punch and kick his way through town and clear his name and take on a barrage of Scorpion enemies and bosses, which is pretty cool. So I love this game. I think it's one of the best beat-em-ups ever on the Game Boy. There's so much in it. It's just so fantastic. I've just got to quickly change the control type here. They basically just refined everything. There's no timer, which is great, and that's always a plus in a Double Dragon game. I hate it when they've got a timer, because it's like I can't really enjoy the game when they do that. But they have kind of altered the enemy AI, so the enemy AI is proper sketchy now, so you can't always win when you think you can. So we can do like all these kinds of cool uppercuts and things. Boom, there we go, knock them out of the way. So I have learnt that this game does actually give you infinite continues, which I know in my last video I was like very confused over the continue situation, because I talked about this when I was younger, and I said that when I was younger I got to the dojo, and for some reason I thought that I had no more continues, or you know, I couldn't continue, and I was always wondering why. And what it was I think because I was so young, the level was a bit too complex for me, so I must have given up rather than continue. So you've kind of got to do everything basically with what you've got, with like 2 bars of energy, or 3 bars I should say. So like 3 lives and that's it, and that's kind of how it works. So basically it is difficult at times as well. It's not difficult sometimes when you know, you can like beat your opponent like that. I mean, generally that's the standard attack in this game, is to uppercut your enemies. It does a lot of damage, and it makes things a lot easier for you. But sometimes when you don't do it right, you miss. The enemy can kind of counter-attack. So when I was playing this last Saturday, I was basically uppercutting all the enemies, all the bosses. They give me the boss rush, and my hands were a mess after. I could not move my hands, because you have to do everything so precisely. You have to kind of like get the position right. So if you get the position wrong, the enemies can obviously do you more damage and rinse through your lives, and that's something you don't want to happen. I mean, even Anderson, the last guys, can be beaten pretty easily. I don't know why I'm making a meal out of this guy. You know, you can just do the uppercut to him like 20 times. But as a kid, yeah man, I thought this game was harder than it was, because I just didn't have the skill that I have now. Boom, there we go. Not the old Ivan Drago down. So it's the same strategy for all the bosses, but you've got to be in the right position, so you can't just like do it willy-nilly. You have to kind of know where they're going to come from. So there you go, we took down the boxer quite easy, and we're moving on to the next stage. So here we go, we're near the station now. Come on, boom. There we go. Alright, taking them down. Kicking booty, and we're just going to keep moving. So we're at the station. We will have to board a train, which I think is pretty cool. As I said, you guys know I absolutely love this game. I can play it for hours. It's just so addictive. It's one of the finest Game Boy games ever, and I just don't think it gets the respect that it deserves, really. People are like, oh well, the NES version is better. Well, yeah, I get it, but you know, this one's kind of original. It's based off, as I mentioned in the last video, it's based off another Japanese game. I forget the name, but it's essentially the same game engine, but they slapped a Double Dragon license on it, and they changed the appearance of some of the bosses. And it works really well. You know, the controls are fluid. It's you know, I often feel a little bit overpowered, but at the same time the game is fair. I never once feel that this game's unfair. I get frustrated obviously when I make a mistake, but this is a really good version of Double Dragon 2 in my opinion. And it's got 2-player co-op as well, like none of your one-on-one fighting in this one. So they actually got it right for this one, thank God. Get lost, there you go. Door should open now, I should go in. No? Okay, more enemies. My mistake. Alright, well this isn't going according to plan. The best thing about this game though is you go into a door, your energy gets restored most of the time. Not all the time. I know when you get to the last stage and you get to the elevators, your energy doesn't restore. It's a bit of a bummer, but well, it is what it is. Oh god. I think there's another boss to take down. So yeah, there's lots of sub-bosses, lots of action. I think this guy's like a knife guy or a gun guy. He's going to come... Oh, he's got a knife. So there we go. That's not a knife. This is a knife. So yeah, very simple to take down. I think he takes like 3 or 4 shots, from what I remember. I think maybe one more should do it. There we go, he went for a spin kick, 4 shots, and we're bugger off in the train. So there we are. So now we're actually on the train, and now we've got to kick more booty, and then get off at the next stop. This game's awesome. I mean, like it's like interactive missions. You know, you're on the train, you're at the station. It works really, really well. Let's take out this guy, his baseball bat. Right. Oh god, I always do that. I always keep making mistakes, and I always end up paying for it. Lost. There we go, punch him down. Punch. Missed him. Oh god, these guys have got whips. Massive, massive whips. I'll just get lost. Come on, I just hit you. Why am I hitting these guys? So we got that guy. Ooh. So there we are, knock him down. There we are, uppercut him into the sky. There we are, move to the next scene. So yeah, very fast moving, lots going on. So we're kicking booting, we're moving on. So this is a real bugger. So you want to stay to the right as far as you can. Even if you take a bit of damage, because you know you can lose lives off the platform. As I said, it's infinite continues, there's no big deal, but you know, it's really annoying, like when you... There you go, I've knocked him down, a bit of revenge. Yeah, as I said, it's really annoying when you're trying to get on in this game, and you just get knocked off like that, see? Like, that's the amount of damage that they can do. I don't care, infinite continues, mofo. Oh, just come on! I wasn't ready for it. I kind of just went for a kick, I should have just gone for an uppercut. Yeah, I know this game pretty well, but again, I don't want to make too many mistakes. I would like to finish this today. I believe that I can complete it. I know I've got the power to do it. I've got to get through the boss rush. and it's really awkward to do because again I've got to like try and get every boss with the same attack, because sometimes I'm out of position. I think the most difficult guy to do it to is there's the fat guy who kind of looks like the big boss man. And he's just like, if you get too close he can do you maximum damage, he can stomp on you and basically rip apart your energy bar, so you have to kind of do everything precise with the uppercut. So the uppercut's going to be your bread and butter in this game really, because it's handy, because it can be hard to pull off sometimes, but it will get rid of the enemies quite quickly and dispatch the bosses quickly, saving you tons of energy, and that's kind of what you want in a game of this magnitude. Right, who's next? Right, there's a guy with a gun now. There's loads of these guys on the very last stage as well. Like you didn't need any more challenge, they just throw more in your face. So with this guy with a gun, it's quite simple. He does a spin kick, he fires his gun. You can easily avoid it once you know what to do. It's not too bad, so we're taking him on, and then we move on to the next area. So yeah, Double Dragon 2 is also fairly quick as well, because I remember it being really long when I was a kid, but it's kind of like, it feels like a real adventure, but obviously now I'm an old man. It's like, oh, it's quite short actually. And the beautiful New York skyline in the background is wonderful. Get rid of him. Alright. Okay, come on. Alright, get rid of him. He should go down. Alright, who's next? Freaking Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal. Actually, these look like the boss. Is it the first boss in Double Dragon 2? The guy that teleports. Kind of looks like him. But anyway, now we're on the other side. Oh, hello, sailor. Baseball bat. Is that a baseball bat in your pocket, or are you pleased to see me? Ah, some Pat. He's a bit nifty with a bat. Bonus points if anybody knows what advert that's from. Showing my age now. Oh god. Knocked him off. Oh my god. Come on, bugger off. Go on, get lost. Knock him in there. There we go. We will get through this. I will do it. I have to. Well, you guys are watching this on YouTube, so I have to have done it really. Alright, let's go for this guy. Ooh, okay. I'll just get lost. I can't hit these guys to save my life. Oh, there we go. Bloody hell. Ooh. Oh, really? Get lost. There we are, he's gone down. Right, I think it's the chainsaw guy next. He's the next boss. And this guy is like straight out of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Leatherface, because I know last time I kept saying Leatherhead, which is the massive alligator from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So it's Leatherface, this guy. Here we go, he's a real bugger as well. He's not too difficult, but you don't want to get caught in his chainsaw. So basically it's the same thing as the boxer, just sort of lure him up and down. But you have to make sure you're in position and that you don't get too close to him, because he will strike you down. Look at this. So I'm making it look easy, but I'm on tenterhooks here. Everything has to be done like 100% properly, because you'll lose energy otherwise. And there you go, so not too difficult. Moving on up, not too shabby. 15-minute mark, and we're back at the subway again. It's like people may get confused, because it's like, well, I've already done this, I've already been here. It does reuse a lot of stages and assets and things, but I don't mind it too much. You know, it kind of makes it feel familiar. They just add in some new enemies, but normally when it's a new stage I get a little bit freaked out, because, you know, In the earlier Double Dragon, like the first Double Dragon games, there's traps and stuff which is really ridiculous and horrible platform sections. Thankfully they don't have any of that in this one. It's just a straightforward beat 'em up, which is what Double Dragon should be. Oh, for God's sake, really? 2 of these guys now, really? Just get lost. Come on. Ooh, there we go, knock him down. Ah, my fault. Down. See, I still screw up. I think there's like another guy or 2 more guys. Ooh, go. There we go, knock him down. And into the door there. So yeah, fast-paced action. This game's got everything. Baseball bat guy, another baseball bat guy. I don't know why I missed him there. Shouldn't have missed him. That guy. Knock them both down. Knock him down. Knock him down. That's how you do it. You need to get them out of the way as quickly as possible. I screwed up there. As I said, that attack, even I mess it up sometimes. My problem is I get too hasty, and you never get anywhere if you're too hasty in this game. Right, who's next? Oh, more baseball bat guys. So yeah, I can see why people complain. It's like, oh, it's just the same enemies over and over, but you know, I don't mind it too much. I like familiarity, if I'm honest. When I'm getting my butt handed to me, I really should be concentrating. There we go, he's gone down. I'll just get lost. Kick him off. Boom. Right, is that it now? I'll just get lost. Okay. I should know that wouldn't have worked. That worked though. Right, and we're moving on. Okay, so Fandabidozi. Oh, back here again. Kind of reminds me of Wolverhampton in midnight after I've just been to a gig. At the train station. Okay. Boom, okay. Knocked them both down. There you go, a little bit of revenge. I've only got like 1 life left, so I don't know how this is going to go. If I can survive this, this will be a miracle. I can't remember. Oh, it's the ninja boss next. There's a ninja boss, I remember that much. So I'll see what I can do here. See how I'm not messing around here, I'm just like getting rid of them. Had enough. And they've thrown another one just to mess with me. And another one. So they're trying to be clever, but I've got their number. Boom, like that. Simple. So I'm getting so good now at this. At the attacks. It's just when I get to the boss rush I just get flustered. Right, is it the ninja now? No? These dudes. Nice hair anyway. Nice to have some different baddies to fight. Okay, so they go down. Right. Oh. Ninja. This ninja guy, he does an old teleport trick. So we've got 2 hits on him already. Pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of Mysterio on Spider-Man on the Game Boy, actually. There we are. So 3 hits. He thinks he's bad, but I'm badder. He does this a lot as well. He disappears and reappears. It's kind of like you gotta just, you know, uppercut him straight, but avoid it. He's got like a gun or something. So, oh, see that? He's a bastard. I won't say, you know, I'll call him a bastard. You know what I mean. Ooh, your mother.